you can scoot forward on your chair so that your feet are flat and your back is upright, nice and tall. And rest your hands either in your lap or arms down by your side. We'll take a few moments to just center. You can close your eyes or take a soft gaze. And let your face relax as much as you can. Start to slow down your breath. And anytime you notice that your mind has wandered onto something else or you're checked out or overthinking, just as soon as you notice, slow down your breath again. Come back to feeling where you are right now. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. And feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. So let's start by turning our heads to the right as far as they'll go, keeping chest square to the front. And just see how far you can turn your head. Looking back, even stretching your eyes. And then go the other way. And just testing what are the limits. Can you twist your head a little bit further without twisting the upper body? And go back the first way, as far as you can. And then back the second way. Come back to center. Make sure your spine is nice and tall. And then drop your right ear over to right shoulder. And we'll press down through the left shoulder, stretching left side of the neck a bit more. And rotate your chin to your chest. And come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now more through the right shoulder. Looking for a stretch there. Rotate chin to chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth. Half circles, side to side. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Drop your arms, head floats back up. And we'll take the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, and then take your elbow back as far as you can. And you might shift or explore here, feeling what's interesting, what's useful. And then release, arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in, nice and close. And as you do this, draw back through your right shoulder. So you're still square across your chest, still feeling the sit bones, pressing into the chair, lengthening up away from that. Release, arm out. Rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, so back of your hand is at your waist. Interlace fingers at your waist, pull the knuckles around towards the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder. Just putting a little movement in a place that may be creaky or tight here. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, lifting your heart, and then fold. And folding might be just dropping your head, or you could come part way or all the way over your lap, maybe reaching arms up and back away from you. Release, come up. Lift your shoulders up and then roll them back and down a few times. Same thing, other side. Left arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, take it back as far back as you can and feel around inside the pose. Release, arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in nice and close. As you do so, draw back through your shoulder so you're still square across your chest. And then release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, the way you don't normally cross. Elbows towards one another. Circle your left shoulder this time. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. Take it as high as you can, and then fold any amount. Release, come up. Couple big shoulders, circles up and back and down. Let's bring arms out to the side now. Flex through the palms. Reach through the base of the hand. Pull the fingers back towards you. And see if you can find where your spine is nice and long. Belly drawing in, supporting length through your back. Pull your fingers back a little more. And then curl fingertips down and in as if you're trying to touch your own forearms. And then flex and point them all the way up. And curl them down. Keep reaching out and then circle your wrists. Couple big circles. Both directions. Release, arms down. Let's take the right arm up and over for a side bend. Big yawning reach. And then circle your right arm way back behind you, as far back as you can. And keep circling. Let your upper body respond to the circle. Finish up the one you're on, coming back to your side stretch. And then start to curve your way around through center, and let's come all the way over to the other side. Reaching through the left arm, grounding through the left hip, and then circle left arm way back behind you. As far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side bend, and then curve around through center. Come all the way over to the first side. Bring it into one big circle. When you get to the beginning, curve around through center, rounding your back, reaching out, one big circle. And then when you get to the beginning, let's curve to center and then hang forward. And you can support yourself, elbows on thighs, hands on ankles, hands to the floor. You might give your neck and shoulders a little rub here, letting your head hang. Roll your way back up to sitting, one vertebrae at a time. Let's take a twist. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right hand somewhere on the chair behind you. As you inhale, sit a little taller. As you exhale, rotate a little bit more. And breath by breath. Can you sit a little taller? Can you twist a little more? One more breath here. Keep twisting this way. Turn your head the opposite way, like you're wringing out your spine. And then release and switch. Other way, lengthen, twist, and then every breath, lengthen, and a little deeper twist. Keep going this way, turn your head the other way, wringing out. Release back around to the front. Let's cross one elbow on top of the other, and then if you can, get the palms together. Put some pressure between your arms as if you're trying to pull them apart. Now, if you can't get your elbows, you could also just interlace your fingers. Put some pressure between your arms, spreading the upper back. And you could move around a little bit, moving the sensation if you arch or curve or take a little side-to-side movement. What's interesting? Notice which elbow is on top, or if you're interlacing fingers, which finger is on top, and then switch. Again, pressure between the elbows, spreading the upper back, spreading the rib cage, maybe exploring with a little movement. And then release. You can take a little gentle swaying with the arms. Okay, let's take a hip stretch. We'll cross the right ankle above the left knee. Make sure your supporting leg is even with itself. So foot under knee, knee in line with hip. Sit tall, flat back, and then fold whatever amount. You might lean into your hands, you might lean into your elbows. If that right knee is really high, you're just trying to get it towards down. Shouldn't go any further than it gets, but that's the direction. And keep lengthening, keep folding. Let's start to come back up. Extend that right leg out, flex, and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle. A couple big circles both directions. And then same thing other side. Cross your left ankle above your right knee, sit tall, and then fold any amount, going towards a flat back, towards folding. Let's bring the upper body back up. Extend, flex, and point your left foot. Circle your ankle. And then release down. So we're going to come to stand behind the chair, placing hands lightly on the back of the chair, feet hip width apart, parallel. Slowly lift your heels and then slowly lower. And see how lightly you can touch the chair, just a feather light touch. Lifting up and lowering down. We'll keep doing this slow and controlled. If you want to challenge, you might try one leg at a time. So you're flexing one foot so it's not on the floor, and then just lifting and lowering on one leg, and then switching and doing the same thing on the other. For more of a challenge, try and do the one leg barely touching the chair. Let's do two more or one more on each side if you're alternating. And then release. Let's take a one-legged balance now, tree pose. We'll bring the right leg up so your foot can be on the inner ankle, your inner calf, your inner thigh, anywhere above or below your knee. You might bring arms out to the side. You've got the chair there if you need it. You could also bring hands together or arms up. Feel the foot that's on the floor. Try and even your weight between inside, outside, front, and back. And then release. Shake that out. Same thing other side. Left leg comes up as low as you like, as high as you like. You can choose your arm position. You can change it at any time. Release that side, shake that out. Let's take a quad stretch balance now. We'll bring the right leg back if you can, grabbing hold of your foot. You can take hold with one or both hands. The chair is there if you need it. You can also bring the left arm out or hold your foot. Tailbone dropping, belly lifting. And if ever something's not working for you, just don't do it. All of these are options, they're tools. Some of them are useful, some of them aren't. Release. Shake that out. Same thing other side. Left leg comes back. Right arm can be out or at your foot or on the chair. tailbone dropping, belly lifting, standing as tall as you can. Let's release, shake that out. And then step your feet back, coming into something like downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Hands can be on the top of the chair or the seat of the chair, or anywhere in between. Working with your body, working with your chair. Drawing the hips back, flexing the sit bones up towards the ceiling. And then walk your hands back up, upper body back up. And let's go ahead and take a seat back. This time all the way back on the chair so you can lean back. Bring your right leg up, grab your foot, and just give your foot a little rub. Rubbing the sole of your foot, the heel, the top, each toe. If you don't have socks on, you feel comfortable, you might thread your fingers through your toes, creating some space there. Getting in between all those little bones on the top of the foot, the ankle. And then release that foot down, take the other one up. And play around with how much pressure you like. Finding the parts of your foot that feel good for you. Sole, arch, heel, the outside, the top. Might give the toes a little pop. You can thread your fingers through your toes, put a little space between the toes, give a little circle there. Finding places that feel interesting, useful to you. Maybe getting into the ankle a little bit. And release that foot down. Let's get the hands and arms. So forearms can get really tight, especially if you do a lot with your hands, writing, computer, any kind of thing. Getting into space between the thumb and the first finger. Each finger, give a little squeeze, pull. Do the other arm, forearm. Wrist, hand. Each finger. And go ahead and shake out the hands, shake the arms. You might shake your feet, shake your legs, just letting your body be a little bit more at ease. You can sit back, rest your hands in your laps or arms where they're most comfortable. Close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Really relax your face, neck and shoulders. Let your breath return to something natural. Could be through your nose or mouth, shallow, deep, slow, fast, whatever, just without control. Just a few moments of being awake, alert, but not doing anything. You can start to move your fingers and toes, and wrists and ankles. And then take a big yawning stretch out. You can scoot forward on your chair again, sitting tall. Bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for joining me for chair yoga.